Hey, bro, what's going on, man? Starting to stream off, maybe different night, just finishing up some paint up before I show up some items. Thanks, bro. What's up, man? You know, it's the first time, y'all, first time to the stream. I'm on every night from between 8:30 and 9 is when the stream starts. Um, let me start adding. Let me import my stuff now to the store. You know, last night was a cool stream. We had a new drop, and the new drops get snatched up early before they can make it to the next stream. So we had a new drop every week. So trying to think what the next drop is going to be. Um, just one moment. Just getting all the stuff right. So you still got a couple right English pieces left. If you're interested in the right English pieces, they've been going. So we got a couple of them left. Anybody trying to set up? Cookie Mountain. Yeah, yeah, man. Oh, man. I'm trying to do this. This is actually for a commission for a photographer. So I'm just trying to get his shoes all done up real quick. I think my first time painting on the stream. I still got some light work. He board, he's soaking these. I gotta fix them up. So I said I'll do them on stream before because it's early. A lot of people right now are circulating between all the other streams. So um then they'll start rolling in. You know, they work fast. I need those Gucci wallets. Yeah, just doing this just a little bit of light work, touching up these Sauconies. That's how you pronounce it. Sauconies. There we go. There we go. William Vic, thanks for joining, bro. Welcome to the House Hanzo stream. What I do is I make 1/6 scale. Um, I do 1/6 scale custom made pieces. I'm gonna show some more later in the stream. Right now, I'm just painting up just doing some light work on the shoe that we working on. Some, the hashtag. I got some stuff to heat to show y'all later. Trust me. Yeah, we start the stream all slow this time. Every time I start up fast and then show everything, then everything's gone. So let everybody calm. Oh sheesh. Let me suit. Let me oh shoot. Man, last night was a dope stream. You know what I mean? Homie Ken came through, grabbed a piece the minute we showed it. Ken came through and grabbed the drop. So Ken and Steiger are grabbing shots. Now I gotta figure out what's gonna be the drop for next Friday. The game is see if it can make it through the weekend, man. Because on Friday, man, y'all just come through and snatch up the heat. So we got nothing to show for no newness for the weekend for the people that ain't never come in the stream before. So I gotta figure out what we gonna do. Amazing Toys piece. What's going on? I'm just touching up some pics for a commission before we start showing more stuff. You know what I mean? And this little touch up. 'Cause I got some layers to add. So I do custom work. I mean, commissions. But if you want a commission from me, you gotta holler at me. You gotta follow me on Instagram and holler at me. I'm actually working on the commission right now. Someone had me doing. He's wearing a pair of these kicks. I think he's gonna be surprised when he sees what I did. I think he's gonna be surprised when he sees that I made his kicks. But if you want commissions, especially if it's specific outfits, anybody who asks me for commissions, they go, "What can you make? You make? I can make almost anything, but you gotta let me know. Like, I gotta see all the details. I gotta know the clothing. I gotta know, um, yeah, specifically the clothing. You gotta send me multiple images from multiple angles of the person. If it's you, I need to know a little bit more, like what you've done, your story. Um, Even if it's a loved one, you gotta have everything prepared to send to me. So, all right, let me tighten this up right here. There we go. Make that curve. No, like that. There we go. I gotta fix this right here. Fix this green right here. We're gonna fix that. I just want to make sure that the logo is painted in right. All right, so we got this. Let's lay that down. It's a clean shoe. I don't know where he got these softeners from, but he said this guy he had a nice clean outfit. So what I'm gonna do is take some of this green and I'm gonna fix. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this brown. I keep hitting the cord. I want to get rid of this brown on here. Like I said, we're gonna get to some strings. If y'all looking for anything specific, once again, if you're looking for any specific brand or any specific item, just throw in the chat and see if I got it. You never know. Okay, so clean that up. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lighten this up. I'm gonna lighten up I just want to get rid of this brown that went extra on here. And I already got rid of this. Let that dry. That light's checking. And then I'm gonna go on the bottom again and do the sole before we get to the head. Because he has some hats. He has some sneaks and a hat to match. So we want to, yeah, we'll see. Make sure that green and that hat match on the sneaks. So let me add a little bit of color. All right. Long. There we go. I want to line it up with a little bit of green. See what happens when we mix this light green together. Mix that up. Mix that up with that green. There we go. A little bit of light, and then we're gonna lighten this up so I can do the tip of these shoes. What's up, Ishmael? There we go. Yeah. And get it back. Yeah. When these shoes falling bumping, what's going on, brother? So we starting off the stream a little bit different. Just painting up some of these pieces I'm working on. Finishing up some of these commissions I got. So y'all see a little bit of behind the scenes what I'm working on. This is for this piece is for a commission I had last year. The brother's a photographer, and see, young brother's a photographer, so just go there. Don't try to tap this out. I use the last bit of this paint because I had it all mashed up. He had these pair of Socrates that were this crazy color. So I mean, you can't see it with this light, but they're like two-tone. But it's supposed to match his hat. Then we're gonna work on the laces. And the laces is like I think like a red color. So I'm gonna see what I got over here. Before I take this microphone off, we got flat red. I like the vanilla. I'm gonna be using that. That's like pink. I don't get too crazy. Where's the other one? It's a brown. Where's it at? There it is. No, that's orange. All right, we're gonna see what we could work with. Dr. Fleckenstein, what's going on? As you see, like I said, just trying to match up the green with this hat. Then I retouched the hat, but we had to touch the shoes up so the shoes would come up with the soles for these Sauconys. He had a nice pair of Sauconys. I'm gonna do the laces. Then we're gonna go over the hat again. Have it a nice that nice green. Oh my God, where the fuck is my paint? So yeah, brother. So yo, bro, what's going on? Take this off here. Better. What's going on, bro? Just finishing up. Oh, shit. Oh, bro, did I just drop this in the paint? All right, I'm about to say, brother, did I take that out? Painting off these kicks for a commission. Got to tighten up this sole. Fix the camera. Hold on a second. There we go. There we go. Hold it wasn't focusing. There we go. Now it focuses. So yeah, just doing lightly a loose base on these shoes before I coat them up. Just want to get all the basics on here before I start adding the final colors and the laces and everything. This is for a commission piece. This brother wanted me to do a figure for him, and I had to start out with a green
We're going to match the green. Kenna gloves, bro. Match the green to the shoes. So before, but it's the early paint up of his sculpt. I'm not even done the sculpt yet. Right now, I'm just like I said, trying to make sure the shoes get down because the shoes is a pain in the butt to paint up. But he had a custom pair of thank you, bro. He had a custom. I mean, he's Saucony's. I don't think Saucony's. Saucony's or Saucony's, whatever way you pronounce it. Tomato, tomato. Yeah, I mean, I think he's gonna be surprised when he sees, that I actually did these kicks. You know, I primarily do 1/6 scale. Yeah, I made these. hmm This is what he had. He showed me an image of his shoes. I ain't expecting. I thought he was gonna show me some nice. He showed me some damn Sauconys he was wearing, so I had to go and make them. And now I got Sauconys in my assets. So if you like to wear Sauconys and you want to figure wearing a pair of Sauconys or Sauconys, you can most definitely get it in your own whatever colorway. But then thanks to this brother, because he had this hat, I had to match the colors, and I got to paint the color up to match that up. So yeah, I mean, we in here. I'm just looking for this. The laces are like a red. I might just let the laces chill for right now before I tune them up. I'm trying to look see what else I got here. I think I'm gonna put these eyes on these Johns real quick. So we just starting the stream before I go to the regular schedule. The regular scheduled program. One moment. And when I it looks like what I paint with is an off white, so not pure white. Ooh, sheesh, because I don't want it too bright, so I paint with an off white. You see just a little bit of dab on here. So let's have this setup. We're gonna try this setup. This is just a base coat. We do one coat of this, let it dry, then come back and do another coat of white on top of this. Well, off white. I use off white. Oh, good lord, man. The light is okay. I was saying this is what it is. On the glasses, eyes don't look as big as we do that. We got one coat. Why does one look longer than the other? Pause. Right. These are from our art series called Jones. We got a bunch of figures. We got a couple of them in the shop. You want to check them out? Check them out. Like I said, just doing. Trust me, we gonna get to the regular schedule program in a moment. Boy, gotta tighten up some of this work real quick and then let it dry. Just checking to see. Doing a little bit of QA, which there we go, right here. There we go. I still see the foundation through this, so I want to add another layer of white real quick on that. Doing another line. What I'm doing right now is nothing too crazy, nothing too difficult. Just fading it up, fading it up. Faded Plastic, thanks for joining. Teresa Oy, thanks for joining. Thanks for joining the stream. Let's see. Yeah, I still don't like that, man. It's like a thin layer. I want it to be completely covered. So we're gonna do one more layer, and then I can come back in and put the dots back in here. There we go. I'm doing this real light, so because I don't want it to bleed off, so I'm doing it real light because I want it to look clean. See if this one needs it too. Just a little bit. Yeah. Was wild was when I first started painting. I ain't have a steady hand, so I'd be afraid. Now, just go for it because you can fix it. Worrying about messing it up is what actually messes it up, especially when you can fix it. It's pain. Then when you spray it. There we go. When you spray it, it comes with a whole new. You sprayed it. It really completes it. You know. Right now, I'm add a little bit of white to this sculpt. I'm gonna use the rest of this off white because we don't waste paint. So instead of just getting rid of that paint, I'm gonna do a little bit of extra detail to this piece right here. Yeah, it's bleeding in there. Oop, 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 oop. Wipe that away. It's bleeding in there. So yeah, I do this on my fingers first. Everything's done in layers, over days. Layers. And I come back in. Layers. Layers. Let it sit and marinate for a couple of days. Let the paint soak in. Just layers and layers and layers of paint. You know? Layers and layers and layers of paint. This side's already done, so this one is the one I'm painting up. So the paint job matches. Cuban Loco Peace, what's going on? Thanks for joining the stream. So we just got a little bit, add a little bit of paint. Nothing crazy. What's going on, brother? Yeah, I'm a Corey Hansel. I sculpt and I work on custom art pieces, 1/6 scale, some 3 1/4 inch, but I make my own pieces. You know what I mean? Just adding a little bit of layers right here. This sculpt still isn't nowhere near done yet. Thank you, bro. This is the Billy D. Williams Harvey Dent 89. Y'all remember Batman 89 Batman? Billy D. Williams was Two-Face. I mean, it was Harvey Dent, which would have been Two-Face, but we never got to see what he looked like. So I sculpted a piece. That's a what if. You see, got the Billy D. Williams right here. We got to spray the paint seal. That's because the eyes don't glisten and none of that yet. None that's been added in yet. Like that's the finishing touches. But right now I'm just adding, like I said, a little final touch. I'm doing this white right now. Then I'm gonna go over it with a gray. So we'll start to blend in. You see how his hair, everything blends in here on this side. All the tone and all that are in there. You gotta do that on this side. Figure out what colors I want to add into this face because this is just a base color. So we're gonna add in more and more detail over time. But it takes days. It takes days. Um, it takes days for like this stuff to take effect. So I'll add a layer, let it sit. Add a layer, let it sit like just now. Just add it all. I added this white in here. I'm gonna let it sit because you see it just all looks jumbled up. But when I start painting in the darker colors, it will start to like layer in, and then the paint job will match this side, and then we'll seal the paint. Ooh, hold on a second. One moment. Drop my paintbrush. And it just went into the E. My paintbrush just went into the E. There it goes. Yeah. Not to say. Good God. See. Let's check these shoes. We just let the shoes dry. Yeah. I'm gonna do one more layer for the soles. I'm gonna do a layer of brown for the because it has one of those gum soles. So we're gonna do a layer of brown on the gum soles, and then later on I'm gonna do the laces. The laces are like this red color. I gotta make sure that's right and use a smaller brush. Yeah, but I sculpted the shoes. Yeah. And then I'm going to do the little individual dots inside those holes right there. Make them green. Good shit. So if you ever want to see, so if you're interested in custom pieces from me, you gotta message me on Instagram, and you can see more of my work over there. All this is 1/6 scale. Put that on. Cut that on. I cut it. I'll cut it, but yeah, gotta finish the sole. Everything Boston 617. Peace, 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 peace. All right, so all right, let me move some of this paint out of here. Just bear with me a moment. All right, move some of the stuff out the way. Move this head sculpt. I don't want to drop it and break the rim on the hat. I think I want to start painting this other sculpt I have over here. I want to do a base sculpt. So let me get a larger brush for a second. Base paint on this. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I did a Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer, and she's supposed to be standing on like a dead werewolf head. So what I'm gonna do is, once again, I sculpted that head. And this is for another commission piece. This is for a Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer figure, 1/6 scale. But what the person wants me to do is they want me to add. They asked me could I have a dead werewolf head being standing on. So a dead werewolf hand being added on. I'm just doing this to unclog the paint. Um, so, and what I'm doing is with a basic flesh tone. I like to do that and set that off as the basic tone for this. So, let me, that's how we're going to do this. Then Then I'm gonna sit in like UV lights and let it cure under like a UV nail dryer. So I'm gonna start off with this. This is like a basic flesh tone I'm doing, but I'm painting the whole thing that color. To bring everything, here we're gonna paint that whole thing out. because this piece in the end is going to have like real hair to add it. So I'm just doing this for the basic. So we're gonna let it cure. We're gonna let the paint sit for a couple days. But I'm gonna start off with this light color underneath because I'm gonna build on top of this with like a bunch of browns and oranges.